Hi, beloved in the Lord. My name is Emily. This is Heavenly Host Vision with Lady. I'm so glad to welcome you to yet another prophetic word. May the Almighty God bless you and keep you safe, sound, and protected. Everyone knows this except you. Everyone knows this. Everybody knew about what was going on except you. Now, God is bringing you in the know. God is bringing you in the know without you asking questions, without you even trying to know exactly what has been going on the background. God is bringing to the surface the things that they have been doing under your nose on the background. They thought they were going to hide all these things from you forever. And God is stepping into saying that, listen, there's nothing that can be hidden from him forever. I know that we'll be saying about this again and again because, but beloved, you know that times and seasons always catch up with situations. And if messages are coming repeatedly, it is because of the time and season. This is the time that no one can hide anything from you, no matter how they pretend about it, no matter how they try to cover it up, no matter how they try to pretend as though nothing is happening. God will always look for a way to shine light on things that have been hidden. Yes, nothing is hidden from the Lord. But what have they been doing on the background that kept you in the dark? You felt like you thought everything was all right. You thought that everything was going the way you had intended. You thought that everyone was complying or like carrying out situations or doing certain things just according to how you had expected. But there has been another way around about the whole situation. And they chose to keep you in the dark. They chose to keeping you out of what has been happening around you. It's not going to be like that anymore because a great discovery is about to be brought to light. Okay, a great disclosure is about to take place. A great discovery is about to take place. But the Lord is saying that you need a little bit of patience so that things will work out just according to how He had planned it. Do not be in a rush to know what has been going on the background because a whole lot that have been happening has been covered and you need patience. God's about to reveal an in-depth of a situation that you never saw coming, that you never imagined, that you never even, like if somebody had told you this, you would never believe it. If someone had told you about an upcoming situation or an upcoming exposure, you wouldn't have believed them. Right now, I'm talking like God just taking me globally. That globally, situations are about to get a different twist because what's going to be discovered is going to be leaving everyone marveling, shocking, because they never thought that situation, that things like this were actually going on. So I am calling on your attention to be on the alert. I am calling on your attention to keep an open mind because what's going to be coming to the surface might discourage a lot of people or might discourage you. But you as a child of God, you better prepare. You better prepare yourself, prepare your family, prepare. I mean, just get ready for the things that are about to come to the surface. Jesus, I was just narrowing this exposure thing to an individual, but God is beginning to adjust. God just expanded it globally and said, "Listen, lady, what I'm telling you right now, it's not just about an individual coming to an awareness of a situation that's been done against them on the background without their knowledge or without their awareness. But I'm telling you this because it is a global situation. A global situation is about to surface that shall leave a lot of people wondering their existence. It shall leave a lot of people questioning situations. It shall leave a lot of people regretting because they had bought into certain ideas, they had bought into certain beliefs that they thought that was serving them, they thought they were doing the right thing. Unknowingly to them, they were working contrary to God's plans for their lives. They were actually doing things contrary to God's will for their lives. The reason why God is bringing this to the surface is to glorify Himself, is to tell humanity that He is God. That every other system, every other ideology, every other programming that they had made to um to subdue His people were all in vain. All those things that they had put together to subdue His people were all in vain. So God is bringing us into the know, into the depth of situations that were buried. Perhaps you know some of these situations and you've been trying to understand them, but it took you a long time to understand these situations, and you actually know these things, and some of you have no clue about what has been going on the background. And God is saying that He's resurrecting some situations that you thought that were buried in the world, situations that we thought that we've already dealt with them, we've already forgotten about them, we've moved on from them. But God is saying that, listen, He's bringing these things back. He's resurrecting these things back up, because not everyone understood what actually happened. Not everyone came to an awareness of what really happened. Some of these things that occurred in the past were like the knowledge of what occurred in the past was limited to specific people. But now that he's trying, but now that he had caused a lot of people to wake up, it is another time for him to bring this back to the surface, so that those who have woken up should also have an understanding of exactly what has been going on. So God is literally saying to us this moment that some situations occurred in the past and people had understanding of them, and they were all buried, they were all forgotten, but He's bringing them back up. And these situations, they were not really completely buried, they were not really completely um forgotten, but there were people, there has been people that has been still being on, that are still have been on the background, or being the underground and operating in things like this, and still trying to manipulate situations to keep causing pain in the lives of His people. So God is saying that be ready. For those of you who already know these situations, all right, be ready to see them surfacing. And those of you who are still ignorant, be ready to embrace them as new things. But God is saying that He's resurfacing some situations that were buried. He's bringing some things to light because He needs to deal with them. He wants the world to embrace these things that are coming up, to deal with them once and for all. Yes, they were forgotten, they were buried, but that was not all about. The situation was still going on the background that were causing pain in the lives of people. And in the manner which He made the situation, beloved, they made it to in such a way that people like kind of forgetting about it. It could be a global disease, global whatever that happens, beloved. Everyone has like trying to, everyone like okay, it's over, everything is normal now. But beloved, it was not over like everyone thought. People were still on the background using those situations, using those things to create pain in people's lives. Please, the Lord is saying that He's bringing some things to the surface globally. Globally, beloved, globally, pay attention to this message. God is resurfacing global situations that were not well dealt with. We thought that we had forgotten about them. We thought that we had already dealt with them. We thought that it's gone, it's buried. beloved, the Lord said it's so fresh. They thought they had buried a situation, but it's really so fresh. God is bringing it forward for us to honor them, and those who are still ignorant are going to be like becoming aware of exactly what has been going on the background. God bless you so much. This is God's time, and He's doing whatever that He needs to do to make sure that He restructured the earth. He's doing everything to make sure His people, I mean, live in peace, in health, in abundance, and everything. God is making sure that things go back to the base and being restructured the manner in which He had intended before the foundation of the earth. Thank you so much. God bless you, and see you in the next video. Hallelujah.